you guys. I'm still stuck here. I'm like getting over it. But I've been seeing a lot of these videos about House Resolution 888 and the different things that people think it supports. This is where reading really comes in handy. You guys really need to start researching, some of you. It is bad. I'm not going to say that it's good, but it's not like what people have been representing it as. People have been misrepresenting it to mean that, you know, I forget what the different things people were saying was. Here, let me see real quick. So there are people who think that it means that claims that anti-Zionism is equivalent to anti-Semitism, or so there are people who believe that it means anti-Zionism is equivalent to anti-Semitism, that it enacts that broadly all Jewish people, regardless of nationality, are indigenous in the land of Palestine. That is true. It does claim that. Claims that the European genocide of Jewish people and the Holocaust provided new urgencies to establish a settler colony and dispossess the people of Palestine. It doesn't obviously say that, it doesn't read that, but it does put forth that they needed to establish Israel for their protection so that they wouldn't have a place that was, where a Holocaust would ever be able to happen again. Resolves to support the Zionist entities' right to exist. That's true, but, the framing throws you off because it makes you think that that's how they wrote it. Obviously, they didn't write it that way, but, they're not going to. Condemns the Palestinian resistance. It doesn't necessarily do that. So, it does. I'm just going to read it to you guys. So it reads, I'm not going to read on camera because I need my glasses and I go cross-eyed when I don't have my glasses. So listen. It reads that Jewish people are native to the land of Israel. Throughout history, across the reign of multiple kingdoms, the Jewish people were persecuted and expelled from the land of Israel, forced to live as minority diaspora communities in other lands. It reads that the Jewish diaspora communities were historically violently persecuted and in some cases expelled from other countries throughout the Middle East, Europe, Africa, and Asia due to their religion. Whereas the Nazis attempted to annihilate the entire Jewish population of Europe during the Holocaust, murdering 6 million Jews, whereas the genocide provided new urgency to reestablish a Jewish homeland for the Jewish people following the Holocaust, where they would not be a vulnerable minority, where they could freely practice their faith, and where something like the Holocaust could never happen again. Whereas the modern state of Israel was established in 1948, whereas even after the establishment of the state of Israel, other countries and terrorist entities continued to attack Israel, reject its right to exist, and call for its destruction. And lastly, whereas Israel is the only Jewish state, and therefore, despite persistent external threats, the existence of Israel provides Jews a place to live free from persecution and discrimination. Yeah, my nose is so stuffed. I'm so sorry. But that's what it reads. So, it's not making it okay for, it's because, one of the things that I remember people were worried about was that it was condemning protests against Zionism and condemning anti-Zionists, and it was basically making it illegal to do anything and support anything that goes against Jewish people in Israel. And it's not doing that. It's just reaffirming what Israel has been claiming all this time anyway. Just for some reason, we had to pass, we voted all these people in Congress so that they could pass a bill to reaffirm another nation's sovereignty. Like, that's what we need to be worried about right now. A nation that we're supplying all this money for in war efforts. Like, that we have clearly publicly, our leaders have supported and been in support of, like, helped to create. Like, we're passing resolutions in our house for their right to exist. What about our right to exist as humans in America, as citizens of the United States of America? I gotta get off of here. My nose is too stuffed, but I just had to let y'all know it's not all the smoke and flares that you think it is. Although we do need to keep our eyes peeled because this is the type of stuff that they're doing. And there's a reason that only two people in Congress, Rashida Tlaib and the Democrat, oppose this.